Happy 4th of July for our American folks. It's a very hot day. It's in the 90s.
Again.
So
it will be.
Melting and...
Yeah. So if our makeup starts to run, it's just Michigan.
Yes.
We could possibly move this inside, but then you're dealing with cats, and Monty will be all, like, pathetic because he wants to eat his food.
It is really nice out.
And
like,
it is
the sun
nice.
is beautiful.
So
yeah. So today we have a very special book.
Yes, this is our
very special
holiday special edition.
Malibu Summer. Yes. The
Because
holiday edition. So
we decided to do something fun for it.
yes, let's look at what year this was published. This was published in 1986.
Okay.
So this book is my sister's age. And I'm trying to figure out where it is. It doesn't have the other ones listed in here. I feel like this was published when like there were 30 books out or something.
We were looking at that
I think
before.
we talked about that last week.
Yep. So it's been a while, and we've got it's a thicker edition as well too. They're thicker than the other ones, so it's almost like
double the size. It's about 200 pages.
Yes.
So there's a lot happening in here. A lot more plot lines and everything else.
and they can really flesh it out as well too, and make a bigger story out of it.
I think it's better as the bigger story is better because like it's not rushed as much, and at least in most of the book.
Should we do a shout out to Molly?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. So because of spiders and other bugs, I brought out my Love Molecule candle, which has peppermint, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Let's see. Can I turn it?
There
we go. And it also, peppermint, eucalyptus, rosemary, and high school drama. And this is the candle inspired by my novel, Gretchen Burke's Love Molecule. Buy it on Amazon. And this is from my friend Molly, who created her own candle company called Smiles and Light, and everything is literature based. So she combines characters or cities from her favorite novels, and she's even going to do some throwback ones, I think. So
you can find her on Instagram, and I think her website is smilesandlight.com.
I think so. And we can toss that below. With all of our
really
stuff.
good.
It does. It's like,
This one is really nice and fresh.
it is.
Like it's very clean.
Yeah, that's what I like. She has if she does use flowers, she did mention that she tries to get them mixed with something.
Yes, she did say that. So if you are averse to really heavily scented candles, you don't have to worry. They're not going to like aggravate you.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So I think the next one I said I was going to get the tracker because it smells, in my opinion, it seems like it would smell like a really sexy boy.
I'm going to get probably the Alice in Wonderland one. Oh, I do like that one too.
So there are lots of really good options. I would say she probably has, maybe like 15 to 20?
Yeah, there are a lot of them, and she's making more. I'm going to buy a bunch for gifts, like, later this fall.
It's a really good idea. And you're supporting small businesses.
Exactly.
And the packaging is amazing
It
when
is.
it came in. I was so impressed. Like, every candle is individually wrapped. The box is packed. I mean, it's so secure. She uses, on the lid of the candles, she puts her wax seal
I like that.
on it.
That was a
It's
nice
just,
touch.
Yeah, it just gives it that little special touch.
Like, it's nice to unopen something like that.
So they really would be good gifts.
Yeah.
And they were, what, 20?
They're $20 each.
$20 each. And it's a 12-ounce candle, I think. I think it's 12 ounce.
Yeah.
Yep, 12-ounce wood wick candle, so it has that little crackle to
Very
it.
clean burning.
Yeah, very.
It looks like it's burning very evenly.
It is. So.
I think it's a soy-based candle, so cleaner burn. Anyway,
So, yeah.
now that we've
So,
had
hey,
our
Molly, that's a shout out
candle
for you.
segment.
That was a thank you for them, even though they haven't watched it yet.
No, they haven't, and if they might not see this, but
You know, it's there, and they did subscribe to us, though.
yes, that's
So.
true.
They do what they can. Katie says we need to make this shorter. I'm like, honey, do you know how hard it is to make a short podcast?
I know. It's not
ridiculous.
happening. There's just too much to unpack in
I
these.
know,
What?
especially how big these are.
Yes, should we get into your...
Yeah.
Wow, look at the font. You have to show
I
that off.
know. I had to have fun because it's a special edition.
I did nothing because I was at the vet reading it in the car.
That's okay.
Again, at the vet. I live there.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we're getting jobs in Malibu.
Mm-hmm, that's the first one.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah.
We are going to work in Malibu. We're going to fall in
on
love
the beach and hang out with our girlfriends.
Yep.
So Lila already has a job as a nanny, and she urges Jess to do so. And then Jess has to convince Liz, because she can't do anything without her twin sister. They got to do the stuff together. And Liz is contemplating trying to get an internship.
She wants to work at the newspaper, at
Sweet
the Sweet Valley News.
And which, I mean, is good. She wants to be.
She wants to be a writer. There's a lot about Liz as a writer in here.
Yeah. And so, of course, they're able to convince Liz, because she is a little bit of a pushover when it comes to her sister, as we already know that. And Liz says she will do it if Jess does all the work of getting the job, securing them, and Jess finds out that infants are supposed to be easier, so she takes the one infant job and
she takes the baby.
Gives Liz the troublesome that they can't keep a nanny for this little girl named Taryn, and she's, I guess, a little hellion.
Yes. So that's how we open it up.
And the baby has the last name of Sargent, and Jess is obsessed with this rock star, Tony Sargent. And so she's like, I mean, it's like the Ed Sheeran. That's probably the best way to describe.
I was thinking of him as...
Oh my God, what was your...
Justin Bieber. Well, I mean, he is a teenager,
and,
so...
well...
Not that Justin Bieber is anymore, but...
But at the time...
yeah.
But then Ed Sheeran wrote a lot of Bieber songs.
I don't pay attention to Ed Sheeran. Sorry, Ed Sheeran. If I know you're watching this.
I know, I'm sure. Ed's just over there.
He's
in
like,
the UK,
I'm so
like,
offended.
Sweet Valley
I'm not
High.
watching this.
That Melissa girl. I like you, Ed. So I like your music. It's good. I like his music. It's good to have like the windows rolled down. It's just really fun. And I normally don't like Bieber, but the one that he did last year with Ed Sheeran, that is like my top off Jeep rockin' song. I have no problem. I mean, I'm almost 38, and I give 0 fucks if people think I'm cool or not, because I blast Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Justin Bieber in my Jeep.
I say go for it.
It makes me happy. So that was...
On that note, Tony Sargent, he's very famous. Very important to the plot, actually.
And he is. And so his cousin has the infant, so Jess thinks not only is it going to be an easier job, but it's also going to be her possibility of maybe meeting Tony Sargent and having him fall in love with her. And then she finds out it's not quite as glamorous.
They live in a teeny tiny house with no space. Meanwhile... Liz gets the job with the troubled child, who's 6 or 7, and they live in this magnificent mansion you would see on the beach, Selling Sunset, or what is that other real estate show that's on Bravo? I can't think about it. I can think of who's on it, but I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, any of those LA real estate shows where you see those giant, beautiful houses, that was basically where Liz was.
Yeah. And right on the beach, and then... Jess is not even close to the beach. She's like blocks away from the beach. So it's
6 blocks.
Not fitting exactly what she wanted.
She's 6 blocks away from the beach, and Liz has a cute neighbor, Cliff.
And so,
what's his
yes,
last
it is.
name again? Cliff.
It started with an S, maybe? I can't remember.
Fireworks going.
Yes.
Yeah, Cliff Sherman. Is it Sherman?
Possibly.
I don't know. That tells you how memorable Cliff was.
I know. And... trying to think of what else was really not what... Oh, so the girl that Liz is working for, Taryn, her parents are at odds. They're fighting, and they never see their daughter, and she actually hangs out more with the cook.
The cook, Maria,
who is so nice, and she, like, will do special things, which I think is actually pretty fitting to how I feel a lot of those really rich families. Like, it seemed normal. Yeah, it's not really the parents that take care of them. It's the household staff, and they love them like their own children. And so I think that is another added factor to that. And then also Jess, the couple that she's with little baby Sam, they love each other. They're so down to earth, and
he's a freelance writer.
Yes, which Liz loves. And then, of course, I think she's an artist.
Yes, they're very artistic, funky people.
Kind of bohemian in a way.
So naturally, Jess hates them.
Yes, because they are so not the glamorous summer that she expected. But Tony Sargent.
I will give some credit to Jessica.
Yeah.
She doesn't really complain about the diaper changing a lot. She's actually okay with the kids. So
yeah, and she says Sam is a pretty easy baby to watch. She just wishes she had more of the rest of what she expected her summer to be. But they have like Mondays off that all three of the girls get together, hang out on the beach, and that's where Jess
where Cliff comes
meets
in.
Cliff, because he's like bronzed. Isn't that how they described
Cliff
him on
is
the
like
back?
running across the beach in Baywatch.
Yes, exactly.
All chiseled next door. Yes, so he's the prime object for a summer romance for Jessica.
For Jess. And he seems to like her too. He flirts back. So it's very mutual. There's not a lot of sneaky behavior so far.
There's no like rushing around to try to get, sneaking around or... Jessica's not being nearly as dramatic as we've seen her thus far.
And actually the one sneaking around
is
Liz. So yeah, Cliff is the neighbor to Liz's charges, the Bennetts. And Jess does at the beginning try to trade jobs with Liz so she can be closer to Cliff. And she's using like, oh, I am so sorry you got this troubled one, like, let's switch.
Liz does not take the bait. Jessica tries to pretend to have allergies, which Liz is like, you had allergy testing already.
Right.
I know you're not allergic.
To the cat, right?
So Jessica, she actually didn't try that hard, I don't think, to switch houses. She didn't, try super hard.
Even though Liz is struggling with Taryn. And the one person throughout the book that actually reaches this troubled kid is Jess. Like, it's actually really sweet. She makes a cute connection with her. So Jess is kind of doing okay. And there's Lila, and she meets Ben. And Lila always talks about how, like, she needs to date sophisticated, older men. Like, not even high school boys can handle her.
Yes. I believe I bookmarked something about that in here.
My
gosh. Here we go. I just need an older man, she told her friend. Someone mature, someone who's already been through the kind of stuff we're going through now. Trust me, Jess, this is going to be the summer I find him. So Lila's looking for an older man, and then I think that's when they meet Cliff, actually.
Yes, on the beach.
So
and how did she meet Ben again? They were...
Was he giving shopping or surfing instructions or something like that?
Yeah,
she met him. They met on the beach, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And the way he speaks and holds himself, like, she sees... She can't
believe how mature he is.
Yes. And it's like the perfect guy for her. And so they hang out, and then she says, well, let's go to the movies. Let's like actually have a date. And he doesn't want to drive to the movies. And that's where I'm like, I think I know where this is going.
Yes. So Ben is 15. He's not 25. He's not
even 21?
No.
He can't even drive.
He can't drive. Lila is mortified, and plot twist, Ben and Cliff are BFFs.
And so she also is sneaking around and hiding like her relationship because she doesn't want Jess to find out, because she knows Jess is going to give her shit. As she should.
So Jessica is the one actually having the normal relationship while Liz and Lila are sneaking around. And there's one point in the book where like Liz defends Lila again, and like you kind of see that Liz and Lila, they have like a silent appreciation for each other. Like they don't hate each other, but Lila knows she's supposed to be on Jessica's side. And
and she also knows that when it comes down to it, Liz will win over Lila if Jess had to choose.
Yes.
So there's that understanding between them, and they're kind of maybe frenemies.
Yeah.
Because
I think that's a good description.
they respect each other's personalities enough And they also respect that Jess likes both of them.
So then we have Jamie show up. Jamie is... he's a cookie cutter English major. He is preppy. He has glasses. He goes to Yale. He's an English major. He wants to be a writer. He's very studious, intelligent. He's 21, and he's all about Liz. And he's staying at the sergeant's house.
And they just said we are hosting a friend. Oh my God, was that Siri thinking
I think Siri thought I was talking to her.
Sergeant's.
Yes, sorry, Siri.
House. Wow. But also with Jamie, he's a friend of the sergeant's, and Liz got to meet him because Jess really wanted to go to this party at Cliff's place, and it was like her first time going to hang out with him, and she says, but she had to work, and Liz comes in and says, I don't want to go to the party anyway, so I'll watch Sam for you. And then that's when Jamie shows up, and Liz is so taken by him.
I have this bookmarked too.
Oh, good.
Where are you from? This is Jamie and Elizabeth meeting. Where are you from? Elizabeth asked. She thought Jamie was pretty cute. Too old for her, but definitely cute. I'm from New York, but I'm going to school in Connecticut. I'm a junior at Yale. He had followed her back to the living room, and now they both sat down on the couch. Wow, isn't Yale really hard? Elizabeth was impressed. What are you studying? English, Jamie replied. It is pretty tough, he added. But I usually forget about that during the summer. And then Elizabeth is absolutely going bonkers because English is my favorite subject.
And she's in her head, I can just imagine her going like, check, check.
I know. Check. I want to be a writer too. Who's your favorite writer? I keep changing my mind. And then I was like, no, Elizabeth, forever your favorite writer has been Agatha Christie. Okay? Like, who remembers that? It's Agatha Christie, but... Liz is so flustered. She can't possibly choose. Yes. And then I was thinking, who would be her favorite author in 1986? I was like, maybe Stephen King. So, anyway. So then they talk about jazz, and they get into Nina Simone. So, some pop culture there. Oh, he smells like ivory soap. And then she reminisces about Todd. She has not done any... They start dancing right away. Okay, they meet, and they dance. Like, I've known you for 5 minutes. I'm not going to slow dance with you.
And to give a spoiler alert, obviously, because this was a spoiler to me, since this was taking place right around book 30, clearly Todd moves to Vermont. And I remember reading stories in the past where I knew that he had moved to Vermont.
That was so devastating to me.
And so Liz, and they must have broken up, so Liz is just,
Yeah, Liz is...
kind of on the prowl.
She's a free
bit.
agent. She's allowed to have a boyfriend. So she's thinking about Todd, and she had dated one boy, Todd Wilkins, for a long time, and after Todd moved to Vermont, they had tried to hold on to their relationship, but it hadn't worked out. There hadn't been anyone since Todd who Elizabeth really cared about until that night.
Dun, dun, dun. Insert swelling music.
Yes.
Like on The Bachelor.
Yeah, so Jamie is older than Stephen, and Elizabeth's heart is pounding, and she can't believe this is all happening. And then Sam starts crying. Oh, wait, no, he's not crying. Liz is looking at him in the crib. But, yeah, so Jamie is just all about it. He's like, you are so nice. I've been looking for someone like you. But there is a plot twist with Jamie.
Yes, and he definitely is crushing on Liz, and so they secretly meet up from time to time because she just doesn't want Jess to know because he's so old for her. So it's really kind of funny. Lila's hiding Ben because he's too young, and Liz is hiding Jamie because he's too old. Yep. And Jamie really likes her, but he has a secret. He doesn't think she's going to like him once she finds out.
It's a pretty big secret.
It is, and it kind of wipes off the whole, English major going to Yale.
He's much more than an English major.
Yeah. I mean, even though he says that was his dream.
Yes, he does say that.
But he kind of got swept up.
Gosh, that's so typical.
He's really... Tony Sargent.
He is. He's Tony Sargent.
In disguise.
In disguise.
Because Tony...
I can't with this plot
This
line.
is like...
I just cannot.
So he meets a girl after a show,
I
a groupie.
bookmarked this.
And
Right here, Lisa,
groupie. And they just go out for a drink.
yes.
I don't know. So he
She
says,
was mixed up with the bad crowd.
Frankie.
That drink was one of the stupidest things he ever did. It turned out Lisa had a boyfriend, a jealous boyfriend. So the boyfriend's in jail.
What a thug name.
Frankie LaSalle.
LaSalle, I know.
On. I mean, come on. That is such a stereotype. All I could picture was the dad from The Sopranos. And like, I mean, that's all I could picture. Oh my gosh.
I was thinking of, what was his name on Desiree's season?
Mikey?
No, Mikey's friend.
With the dimples.
Mm-hmm. Started with a J, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a J.
James. So that's who I thought of. Like,
yeah,
here's James.
That makes more sense.
But still, you know, that, like, Frankie.
Frankie LaSalle. Of
like,
course his name is Frankie.
Of course it is.
Oh my god.
Like, that's a stereotypical
I read that and I was just like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that's his name.
And so that's why Tony is undercover as his kind of alter ego.
He's very decked out.
Ego.
He dyed his hair. He got tinted contact lenses. Dark tinted contact lenses and wire rim glasses toned down his eyes and made him look more intellectual. So we have the classic brunette versus blonde stereotype.
Very much.
Frankie meant business. He wanted to kill Tony for messing around with his girlfriend. And Tony felt amazingly safe in disguise. But he was very excited. There's a lot of point of view shifts in here. Mm-hmm. Holy cow. I mean, we are seeing stuff from Taryn, the little girl. Mm-hmm. We're in Tony's head. There's a lot of shifting back and forth, which wasn't actually that bad.
It wasn't distracting because
well.
it was smooth transitions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tony really likes Liz, and he's all excited because she's seeing him as opposed to...
like as a person rather than the rock star.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a storm coming.
Yeah,
like a really big storm. And I'm like, then you know something bad is going to happen.
Mm-hmm, of course.
So someone shows up at Tony Sargent's cousin's house. And Tony had already left to go meet Liz at a cafe, at a beach cafe. I think that's what it's called.
That's what it's called,
beach cafe.
All right. Very original.
Right up there with Dairy Burger. Mm-hmm. At least they didn't change the spelling of Beach Cafe. Greatly appreciate that one. And Frankie pretends to be his agent, who's one of the only people, and he had bullied the secretary to give him the address of the cousin, and so he just pretends to be this guy. And of course, you know, I think it's to the wife, right? Mm-hmm. Sam's mom. And so she says, she says she knows the name, and she's like, he's
right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road. He just went to meet a friend at the beach cafe, and you just know something's coming, and then it switches over.
Yeah, it's all very dramatic at the end. It's like a movie.
It is.
It is like a movie.
It's not like the soap operas.
It's all very
the soap
quick.
operas.
And we even get to be in Frankie's point of view here. So he's talking about driving in the rain, and I think he tried to get to Tony by saying, that his father had been in a car accident. That's how he got to Tony. Mm-hmm. So Tony wanted to kill, Tony didn't want to kill anybody. Mm-hmm. Frankie wanted to kill Tony, so he was trying to get the last laugh, as this says. Tony Sargent was never going to touch Lisa again, or any girl. So, yes, Frankie wants to kill Tony. And he has a knife. It's shining in the moonlight, of course, of the storm. And it's pouring rain. Yeah. So while this is all happening, Taryn, the little girl whose parents hate each other, that Liz is watching for the summer, disappears.
She hears her parents arguing, and they even talk about, like, how they wish, like, they didn't have her, that she was born, like, don't you want this life? And then she makes this connection, and then she runs away.
To Nebraska.
To Nebraska grandparents,
yes.
I think.
And she's saying, well, I hope Nebraska's better than Malibu. So Taryn runs away in this massive storm. There's mudslides coming. There's all this torrential rain. They realize Taryn's missing. They go to the beach, and Jessica actually saves Taryn's life. So, good job, Jessica.
I know.
Good job.
And she did it because she always will say these funny little stories like, hey, Taryn, want to know a secret? There's a little girl named Taryn.
A wicked little girl.
A wicked little girl named Taryn. And because I think Jess sees herself in Taryn, obviously.
They're both rebels.
Yeah, they're both kindred spirits. Yeah. And so she understood.
It's actually quite cute, I think.
And they get her to the hospital. She saves her life and get her to the hospital. And then the parents come in. And
it's like a Hallmark movie ending, really.
It really is.
The parents come in. They live happily ever after. Taryn's alive. And then the mom uses one of Jessica's stories to say, basically, we've been really bad parents to you. And
finding a way to connect. And then, so going then back to Liz and Jamie / Tony's story, Frankie finds them.
Yes, I have your note.
Oh, yeah, you do. Did you like that?
Yes.
I left that in there because I thought you'd think it's really funny. Because that's how I felt. I felt it was like Sweet Valley High Clue.
Yeah.
Because he comes up and he tries to attack Tony, and Liz
now we're back with Frankie and Tony. Yeah. So meanwhile, while Jessica's saving this little girl, it's still storming, and Frankie shows up.
And at the beach cafe.
Yes. And Liz is like, what the hell is this? Sorry, that fly just like...
I know, but I think people could see it in there too.
Better than a spider. Yeah, so Frankie shows up. There's a lot of blood. There's knives. There's punching. The cafe was filled with the horrible sound of panting and physical contact as the two struggled on the floor. Yeah.
And then Liz to the rescue. Liz picks up a pewter vase.
Yes.
And slams Frankie in the head. So I thought it seemed like I
enjoyed that.
Mr. Colonel Mustard in the library with a candlestick. No, this is Elizabeth in the cafe with a pewter vase.
I think I'll just slug Frankie over the head with this candlestick. So yeah, Liz, she acted purely on instinct. So she slugs Frankie in the head. Boy, that must have been some candlestick. I mean, that doesn't sound like...
It's a vase. Pewter vase.
Why did I think it was a candlestick?
Because I
you just said candlestick. Yes, the vase. Yeah, that doesn't really seem like it would go with the beach cafe decor.
I know.
But, I just think, we're at a Victorian something or other.
Again, thinking that you're in the
who knows?
Game of Clue.
Yeah. And
so they go to the hospital, and that's where they run into Jess because, they need to get Tony kind of stitched up. And, and Tony still likes Liz, and he finally just admits to the whole story.
Yes, he tells her the truth.
And that means he's also not too old for her anymore because he's 17.
Yeah, he's 17, not 21. So, yay, we can be together.
But
it's not creepy.
No.
Oh, but you lied to me and I don't like you anymore.
I know, and you're a movie star, and that just doesn't go with my, journalist vibe. And actually, that's a mature decision.
And I will say this about Jessica and Cliff. Jessica was obsessed with Tony. But she didn't ditch Cliff for Tony.
When she found out.
Really liked Cliff. So,
and
happy ending.
Yeah, they actually had a very steady relationship. So, I think that's all of it for the plot.
Yeah.
So it's a
lot happening in here. But it was fun. It was like your summer romance. But then...
Summer lovin' had me a blast.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. I listened to that for 2 hours yesterday. So, Jessica's shocked that Jamie is Tony. Tony is Jamie. But, yeah, she likes Cliff and she stays with him. So she does get she gets what she wants after all, even though she had to stay in the house with the baby.
And she was fine with it at the end because she realized she didn't want to be right next door to Cliff.
Yep.
And even though she would have been a better match for Taryn, anyway in the long
Yes,
run.
for sure.
But I would think, like, hey, next summer, like, they would probably call her up instead, and then Liz can go have her internship. And also, they get invited to Tony's charity concert.
Yes, and Tony writes a song for Liz. I was trying to think of something comparable. What is the song called again? Summer Girl? Mm-hmm. Summer Girl. Yeah. So Tony writes a song, and
Dedicates it to
Liz, and Liz is like crying, and she's being all emotional, and the last paragraph. This is the last paragraph in this book. It happens at the concert. But she knew she would never forget him, and she knew, listening to the heartbreaking swell of his voice as the song came to an end, that he would never forget her either. She had been his summer girl, and he had reminded her what it was like to fall in love again, a love that was the most magical and poignant she had ever known. Come on, she's just throwing Todd under the bus.
I know, poor Todd.
Please, Todd has longevity. Mm-hmm. Tony had you for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he lied to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Has Todd lied to her yet? Not yet.
No.
Not that we have found.
Mm-mm.
Maybe later.
Not yet.
But,
yeah. So, at this point, Liz has had other boyfriends. I guess she hasn't had Jeffrey yet, according to this.
Mm.
But, yeah, so it ends with Tony singing this song all about Liz, and it's very, like, pop star. I can see the appeal. Like, there's not a lot of drama in here besides the end.
Right.
So it was just, like, a fun and fluffy, like, I want to meet a boyfriend, you know?
It's a perfect beach read.
It is. It really is a perfect beach read.
Like, you can read it within an hour and a half. Just
for
enough time to
sure.
get sunburnt.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There you go in and carry on with your day.
Yeah, so unlike last week where we had Robin and her fat shaming, this was very refreshing.
Yeah. We really want to make sure that we're sending you guys with something light and upbeat.
This was a lot lighter, which was nice.
Oh my God, I think I just coughed that so I apologize for that if it was really loud and you're on YouTube and you're like, ah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm sorry. Allergies, not COVID.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was actually rather impressed when I drove over here because I did not see giant crowds of people.
I know.
I was shocked. I thought they would be swarming. 4th of July is a very big deal around here. People love it. I was also thinking I was very happy I was not running Volkslauf today.
Oh, yeah. Which I think it was a virtual run this year, but
it's hot every year, but this year's really bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yes, good job, people. Good job with the distancing.
Yep. Just keep it up.
So a lot of the other characters in here are not here this time around. So what kind of guys do we have? We have Cliff, Ben,
and Jamie/Tony.
Jamie/Tony. Do we rate Jamie and Tony separately?
Yes.
I think we should.
I think we should too.
Okay.
So, honestly, I don't think I would be giving this one to any of them.
Me neither.
Nor this. So, don't have to worry about that one.
I would have to agree. Who are we doing first?
So, let's go with Ben. Because he was the first one I think they came across.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the one I wrote down.
All right.
So, all right, ready? And go.
Ben is totally average to me.
He is. There's nothing special about him.
He's nice. He's sweet. He's 15.
Oh, it's parasailing? Was that what?
Yes. Yes. I knew they were at the beach doing something. Yeah. He's an instructor. So
surfing is Bill Chase.
So he's just this kid he's just your average kid.
He's a preppy kid.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's friends with Cliff.
Yeah,
he's
a typical
teenage boy.
There's no wow factor about him, which is why he doesn't get a 4 or 5. He's just decent.
Yeah.
Average.
Okay. Cliff next?
Cliff is next.
Okay.
Let's see.
Cliff is a tough one.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Cliff is like your quintessential summer crush. You know, he's cute, he's fun, you're never going to see him again, and then you'll be really sad when you don't. But he's fun.
Yeah,
He's
he
eye
is.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's friendly. He's kind of a good whole package with it.
is.
He sticks with Jess through
Yeah.
the whole entire summer and doesn't add drama to her life.
No, he doesn't.
So, which is strange for Jess's so far relationships that she has
Yes.
like 2 per book. She just has 1.
Cliff was a very healthy addition to Jessica's boyfriends.
Good job, Cliff.
Yeah. Good job, Cliff. We like you.
Want to go with Jamie?
Oh, yes. This is hard for me.
I know.
I mean, I was an English major, so this brings a lot of factors into my mind.
I cannot wait to hear.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Oh, I just could not deal with I don't know.
The stereotype?
Yes, I
Like-
think that's what it was. And it was definitely a stereotype because, you know, I don't know. I think of like guys I knew in the English department and they were nothing like Jamie.
Oh gosh,
Not
no.
at all. They were, I mean, not everybody's different.
Right.
But I would
I
have
didn't
to say.
see that persona.
No, absolutely not.
Like, you would
there were a lot
get-
more broody guys. Like,
Yes.
Like, really serious.
And
like,
very opinionated guys.
absolutely.
Holy crap. If you want to find
Yeah.
opinionated people,
Oh, yeah.
go to an art or English.
Yes, go to an English class. Go to a writing class, and you will find some interesting people.
Like as I
Like
called
me.
Yeah. like I called the one kid in my one grad school English class the putz because I just could not stand him, and neither could the professor.
I just didn't buy it as an English major. He just didn't sell me as being an English major. He was okay. I mean, he seemed to be...
And he was
Nice
like,
enough.
and he didn't dwell too much on that. He talked about, you know, the jazz, which is clearly something he would have
Yes.
known more about.
That side of him was interesting, but the dancing right away was also creepy to me. But I'm just kind of like I just, don't touch me. Like, you don't know me yet.
But he has, like, I think he knew Liz was attracted to him.
yeah,
And there was
that's
that
true.
mutual thing. So he clearly, as an artist would, get swept up in the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he had plenty of experience sweeping people off their feet as a rock star, as Justin Bieber. Oh, man. Tony. This is tough. All right.
Yep, I'm good. Ready? Go.
Just not a lot of... Go, Cliff.
Yes.
Cliff, you
Really?
were it.
Because there is, first of all, he's deceitful. And you
Yes.
get why,
Yeah.
but still, like, if you're going to go and hide, don't fall in love,
Yeah, exactly.
you freaking moron. Then
Yeah.
you're going to put this girl's life in danger, which he did, and good thing,
Good thing she had that vase.
that pewter vase at a beach cafe.
Doesn't
So
make any sense.
Freaking ridiculous.
I would never put a pewter vase on my beach cafe in Animal Crossing.
No.
I'm
It just doesn't
I'm
go with
designing
the-
my island right now.
Just doesn't go with the aesthetic.
No, it doesn't. You're
Like,
on
my
it.
gosh, what we have out here, like the candle, and do you like my little bouquets? Aren't they cute?
Yes, they are super cute.
Just don't touch the roses because those are like.
Did you buy these?
No,
You cut them?
they're all from my front yard. I'm totally turning into my grandma.
Even the lilies. Very pretty.
And I think I'm going to try to split that plant because it's obviously coming out in 2. So I got to do some research.
My front yard is a jungle. It's okay. I don't really care. I kind of like it, actually.
It fits your personality.
It does.
Where I'm more
Yes.
like my grandma.
Yeah, I'm a little, I don't know. I'm
Free
like
spirited.
Phoebe.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
It's okay. And I'm Monica. I am. We laugh so
Literally.
hard when we watch that.
Oh
like,
my god.
wow. Even when she goes to Barbados.
Oh my gosh.
And her hair. Like,
Yeah.
I straighten this. Like, it's nobody's business.
Mine is getting flatter. I mean,
Yeah.
the naturally wavy hair on a day like this, I don't even bother. There's no point.
Put it up in
Impossible.
a messy bun because
I had it in a bun, which Ellen likes. then I tuck it down.
And I like having it where, like, the wind can be on your neck and cool you down.
Okay, so do we have some Jess versus Liz
Yes,
moments?
I wanted to know, overall, who had the better summer romance?
Oh, okay. Ready?
Yep, go.
For sure, she had the perfect summer romance.
It was. I mean, like, if you think about it, Liz, like, oh, yeah, the rock star falls in love with her. But that's not, like, a real romance. Like, they never really got on a date. Did they even kiss?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Totally, Jess would have had great makeout sessions on the beach with Cliff.
Oh, yeah. Cliff
and his, like,
Jessica.
rock hard body. Like, that is what you want.
Yes.
I have a summer romance. I never had that.
Jessica, I didn't either. Not just for, like, a summer. No.
There was just the doorman. When Christy watches this, she's going to remember.
Oh.
Because it was when she was sober before her birthday. And, the doorman. He was so cute.
Amanda and the doorman.
Yep. And I tried so hard. I tried to work my wiles so hard. I gave him my number on a karaoke ticket stub.
Wow. He probably still has it. He might be watching this.
He could be. Hi, Paul. I don't remember his last. Actually, I think I do remember his last name.
That would be a really good Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
I'm writing it right now.
Sounds good. Yay.
Thank you, Cliff, for so many ideas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
So, what about...
pop culture.
Yeah.
The only thing that you talked about the Ivory, so...
Nina Simone. There was not a lot of pop culture in here at all.
And the only thing was, like, I just connected. I wrote this down. Tony Sargent equals Ed Sheeran. And I read this over a week ago. So...
It's Justin Bieber. I was also thinking of Joey McIntyre, actually.
Oh my gosh. I finally finished watching. And I finally finished watching Fuller House, so I saw him married.
Everything? The whole thing? Okay, yeah, you saw the end then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was a good...
I'm Team Steve.
Oh, always.
I love Steve. Steve forever. Oh my gosh. I remember the episodes where they went to Disney World. Oh, I look back on those so fondly because I was like... I think it was before I went, but I knew I was going.
So you got all excited.
It was right at that time period, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be there soon. And now I haven't been there in so long.
I know. November.
Please, people, wear your mask, stay home.
So we can go to Florida.
We can go places again. Yeah.
Because if I have to be quarantined, I don't think my insurance would, or my sick days would cover it, because it would be my choice. Unless it's coming back. I don't know.
Yeah. How is that working now with the states? We should figure that out, because I don't know.
I'm glad we got the insurance, but still.
I don't know what my boss
But if they open up the run, like, I'm going. I spent enough freaking money on that thing. I don't think they're going to open up the run.
I'll just talk to my boss about it. She'd probably let me go and work from home. If I had to quarantine.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could do that. But you never know, because if we keep going back, reverting back to 3, I'm going to be teaching from home again. So I could actually do that in quarantine.
Yeah.
I could do that from Florida. Kids would love that. Zoom meetings.
Hello,
Google
I'm
Meet.
at Epcot.
Yes.
Teaching.
Hello, children.
Okay. Do we have any other Jess versus Liz situations? Not really.
I don't think so.
I don't really think there were any to compare.
The summer romance really was...
Jessica, once again, did get exactly what she wanted. Mm-hmm. She got a summer romance, and she did all the work so her and Liz could go. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Jess was actually bearable in this one.
Yes. She wasn't obnoxious or manipulative. Because we've talked about this. Like, we're going to look up the definition for psychopath, because we're pretty confident that Jess checks all those boxes. So, but not all psychopaths turn into killers.
No, they don't.
No.
What an uplifting note to end this on.
I'm sorry.
She likes criminals.
I do. Well, not like in my life, but I'm fascinated by them. Like, I watch Criminal Minds. I love NCIS and all those shows. I just watched the Ted Bundy one.
I'm weak. I play Animal Crossing. You should see my island. It's so cute.
You'll have to show me.
one of these days, when, more people start watching this, I can be like, send me your dodo code, man, and we can visit each other's islands. Anyway.
Too bad I don't have an extra, 200? 250?
Get another photo job, then you can buy a Switch Lite, and then we can play Animal
And maybe
Crossing.
they will have them in stock now.
Yeah.
That it's summertime.
I got mine directly from Nintendo. Or no, I bought mine from GameStop.
Mm-hmm. That was the only place I could find it. But I'm sorry, I want the yellow one. So I will wait.
Oh, I held out for the color I wanted.
Because all I can find now is gray.
I wanted either the turquoise or the coral.
The coral is
so really I got the turquoise one because that's what was in stock.
So maybe.
Yeah, it's actually this exact color.
It is. It's really
Probably
pretty.
not showing up very well. But anyway, Malibu summer, fun, lighthearted,
perfect
cute.
beach read.
I would actually say this was more tame in terms of the adult language. Mm-hmm. The romantic descriptions I think were suitable for, a 12, teenager.
Yeah, 12, 13-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Whereas some of the other books were kind of ugh.
You read that? You read that in second grade?
I know. If my mom knew I was reading this, oh my gosh. She's probably going to watch this eventually, but I would read everything. I mean, in 4th grade, I was reading Stephen King.
Fuck, what is that bug? Do you see it by the corner over there? It's giant.
Holy cow.
The locusts are coming.
That is a giant bug. It's a shame I don't have my net from Animal Crossing. I could catch it and give it to the museum. Or sell it.
I mean, look at that. It's
that is a massive bug. It's huge.
Go over to the neighbor's house.
Anyway, recommend. So next week we're going to be talking about All Night Long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had a preview of that on our Instagram page. You should follow us.
Yes. Mm-hmm. At Starring Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
All one word.
You can see me in a mustache. If you really want to.
Who wears the mustache better?
Yes.
And it's... Yeah, it is. She's so much cuter. Is that the one that's on your fridge?
Yeah.
I was over there the other day. I'm like...
Were you wondering what that was?
No, I'm like, I knew that it was a mustache. So I'm like, was that the exact same mustache?
Oh, yeah. That was the mustache. I only had one, so I stuck it to the fridge.
So you don't lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to wear it?
I might sport it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Why not? All right. Well, happy 4th.
Yes. Celebrate. Don't do,
Don't blow yourself up with fireworks. Don't do it.
Make smart choices.
Light it and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I got carded recently for buying sparklers. So, and she said, it's so I have to make sure you won't blow your finger off. I said, oh, well, I know a lot of adults that would blow their finger off, but thank you for guarding me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of people drinking, and it's such a warm day, people are going to be sucking down the alcohol.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm going home early, so I don't have to drive with drunks.
Yeah.
No offense.
I know. It's okay. But, we still have some time.
Oh, yeah. We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually surprised that there weren't any more fireworks going off.
There was only one.
Yeah, and this is, I never understand.
Unusual.
Why do you set off fireworks in the middle of the freaking day on the 4th of July? You can't even see it. It's just the noise that you're getting.
Yeah,
but I guess people here in Bay City also shoot off guns.
Oh,
God bless America.
Yeah, we like guns in this state.
Oh my gosh, they do. And it's just, I just don't get it. It was, so a few years ago, funny story, Sherry knows this one, but I caught another groundhog in my yard, and my dad's like, too bad I can't bring my gun and take care of it. I'm like, Dad, seriously? Between the fireworks going off and now that I know it was guns, he would just fit right in.
You can't kill your groundhogs.
I know.
They're too cute.
Now I have Lewis. Yeah, I always thought he was going to, sneak on in and do a little cameo appearance.
I wish he had been back there. Mm-hmm. Don't kill him, please.
No, I will release him, because I'm not my father. I couldn't.
I wonder if I saw a groundhog the last time I left here.
Lovely. I love it. Right at the very end. Right at the very end. Hello, people.
Look at me typing in my password.
Yeah, I was doing pretty decent, but hey, this is our shortest one. Katie,
I know.
You're gonna like this
watch
one.
This one.
You can handle it. It's the perfect thing to do when it's 98 degrees outside.
I watched 2 hours and 20 minutes of The Grocery Girls yesterday, so an hour is nothing.
I thought of watching it, but then I watched The Babysitters Club, and it was really cute. They did a good job updating it while still keeping.
I was wrapping your birthday presents.
Are we going to do a special episode
Oh my
for my
God.
birthday?
We should, where you unwrap all of your presents.
Oh my goodness.
Are any of the special editions about birthdays?
I don't know. We'll have to look.
we'll have to
Or
find
we'll
out.
do the Midwest one.
Yes.
Their spring break one where they go to the Midwest.
Oh my God. I was actually thinking of that one. That's so funny. Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Because that's in August, so something for you to look forward to.
Yeah. Birthday.
Super exciting.
Parties.
We'll have it decorated back here. We were going to do that
We should wear
today.
party hats. We were going to do that today. We were going to be decked out in our 4th of July
There
gear.
are no decorations out there.
I couldn't bring myself to wear my American flag scarf because it's so bloody hot.
Right.
But we couldn't find anything.
No
There was
banners.
no decor, no banners, no beads, no sunglasses, hats, nothing. Nothing.
It's like they just figured that with quarantine we wouldn't
I
celebrate.
blame the virus.
And it's like, do you know the American citizens? We love this holiday.
I know. It's
Like,
true.
we don't care. Nothing's going to stop us from celebrating this day.
Even if we're at home wearing Dollar Tree gear by
Yes.
ourselves.
You can cancel the fireworks, but you can't cancel our American spirit for exploding things.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man.
Because that has not stopped.
Well, next week we'll find out if Jessica's heart is exploding or on Scott Daniels.
Oh, nice.
Look at that segue. Look at that. Good,
All right.
Good
A
transition.
little bit of a dance, too.
Yes. Okay.
So we're glad to, hopefully it was a little bit more fun for you. So have a great day wherever this will catch you.
Bye.